Your actions have changed the world.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and We All Fall Down, the series in where we take out all of our primary targets in accident falls or falling object kills. And today we are in Mumbai, and we will be starting at the boat location, and the only items we need to bring with us will be a silenced pistol and some coins. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to have to do a little bit of legwork here in order to get our targets into positions where they can be eliminated according to the rules. And so we're going to head for the Crow's Nest hideout entrance, and we need to clear this building basically of everybody. So first things first, we're going to turn off the generator there. Turn that back on. That's going to get the attention of one of the guards, and we can then render him unconscious, and hopefully we've got the patrolling guard who drops the key we need, and we're going to take his gun as well, his outfit. We're then going to make our way inside and deal with his colleague, and then we're going to hide both of their bodies. So just inside we will find some spaghetti, and we're just going to use that to render the second guard unconscious. We're then going to grab the first guard we've left outside, and we're going to drag him all the way down into the Crow's Nest and straight past the closet just on our right here. And the reason for this is we need a lot of storage space, so we're going to take our friend and his colleague here all the way down the corridor to the next available closet that we have. So one down, we're just going to go back, collect up everything the second guard has dropped, including our spaghetti sauce, and we're going to drag him and place him in the closet provided a little way down the corridor here. And this time round we do have to wait for the guards to turn around. Thank you very much, lads. And we can just follow them down the corridor, get our friend here into the closet, and we can return to the Crow's Nest, and we now need to deal with the two guards up on the roof. Now this is a relatively easy method for doing this, it's just a bit time consuming. So we're just going to drop a gun on the floor in the corner there, and we're just going to throw our spaghetti sauce just at the bottom of the stairs to get the attention of one of our guards. grab that iron there as well. Probably won't use it, but it'd be useful to have as a spare item just in case. So one of the guards is making his way down to investigate the noise. He's spotted the gun. We're going to render him unconscious as quietly as possible, which means using nothing but our hands. And then we're going to drag him down into the crow's nest and the closet that we passed with the first two guards. So we're just going to deposit him in here. I don't know if I ever fixed this problem, but if you get into any sort of trouble, never use that closet to hide, as you can't get back out of it once you're inside. So once we have guard number 1 from the roof safely stored up, we're just going to make sure there's only one gun on the floor, retrieve our spaghetti sauce, and reset our trap for our final victim up here. So he's going to make his way down the stairs shortly. Here he comes now, after radioing in that he's heard a strange noise and going to investigate. He's spotted the gun, and all we have to do is now move in behind him, render him unconscious. We don't need to be quite so silent this time, as he is the last man standing, except he isn't standing. He's now being dragged down into the crow's nest hideout and into the inescapable closet. So that's all of our people taken care of. Just make sure that the room is nice and clean, and we can now move on to luring our first target to the area. And our first target will be the maelstrom. So the best thing to do is to identify him first of all, and the way to do that will be to lure him up to the house on the hill for a meeting with his wife, because once that meeting concludes, his next stop will be the crow's nest hideout where we've just cleaned out everybody. So we're just going to make our way up to the houses on the hill, up onto the roof. We're going to collect this red brick right here. That's going to come in handy later on. And we're going to use our silence pistol to raise the flag on the flagpole by shooting the switch there. There we go, lovely. So that will draw the maelstrom to this area, and all we can do now is wait. We're going to make our way back downstairs, and I'm going to actually wait in the junkyard with hopefully just enough of a view of the rooftops so that we will identify the maelstrom nice and early. So eventually the maelstrom will come out onto the balcony, and he will be identified by Diana. And once their conversation up there has played out, it does take a little while. As I mentioned, the maelstrom will then come to the crow's nest hideout in order to change disguise, something we know quite a bit about. Trouble is, we know his routine, we know where he's going to be and where he's going to go, so we can be there ahead of him and await his arrival. So what we're going to do here basically is await the arrival of the maelstrom, and when he arrives, we are going to render him unconscious and we're going to throw him off of the roof. Now there is some risk to this, although we've cleared this building, there are other people still around, and you can be spotted throwing the maelstrom off the roof. So we just have to be a little bit cautious about how we do that. There is also only one spot on the roof where we can throw the maelstrom off, which is a little bit weird since all of the roof is flat, but we can only throw him off of one corner, which is directly ahead of us. You can drag him a little way further over the road if you so wish. He may go off there, but you do run a higher risk of being spotted. And that corner is probably your best bet.
Very well done.
So with the maelstrom dropping off of the roof, that is one target taken care of in an accident fall. We're now going to move on to both Darwood Rangin and Vanya Shah in one foul swoop. So So we're going to head for the forge area, giving the area around where the maelstrom is now lying a nice wide berth, as his body is spotted immediately. So we're going to head into the forge, and in here we will find a couple of items. We'll have that frying pan for a start, and we need the crowbar as well. So once we have them, we can make our way back outside. We're going to throw the frying pan up against the wall there. That's going to attract the attention of the 2 foundry workers, and we can then select the red brick we've collected. You don't need the purple brick from down in the crow's nest. This one works just as well. As you can see, and Diana telling us about the purple smoke, so that will attract the attention of both Shah and Rangin, and they're going to have a meeting at the boathouse, and directly beneath a boat. Now this is where we need the crowbar, because we can shoot the boat off of the boathouse. That's the green one you can see at the top of the screen, but it is a bit of a tricky shot. Sometimes even with a direct hit, the boat won't fall straight away, and people get alerted and they then look up and spot you. So using the crowbar is the better method. It is the more silent approach. So we're just going to return to the boathouse, up onto the roof, and we're going to wait right here for both of our targets to arrive. There is Vanya Shah. Both of them are quite a distance away still as yet, and Vanya Shah will be the first to arrive, and she will start to wonder why our final target Darwood is taking so long. But eventually they will both arrive and stop beneath the boat here, and that's when we can drop it on both of their heads at once. There we go. Make sure we stay crouched, move away from the edge. There we are. So that's all of our targets now dealt with in accident falls or falling object kills, and all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape. Just double checking we have some coins, and we can head for the nearest tuk-tuk that is just here by the construction site. So, home please Jeeves, I need a coffee. So there we go, one more destination taken care of with only accident falls and falling object kills. Join us in the next episode where we will head off, I believe it's Whittleton Creek next of all. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.